We have some major updates of mixed martial arts, starting with the news. Israel Adesanya rejected Shara Bullet's call-out. After a solid win at UFC 308, Shara Bullet called out Israel Adesanya in the post-fight interview.
Listen to me, guys. I'm the best striker in this division. I'm smash Israel Adesanya.
In response, Adesanya reacted like this.
Keep my name out your what did I do? Like, why you say me for?
I'm like, what do you say me for?
A fan rolled up to Jamahal Hill last night thinking he was Sean Strickland, and even Jamahal Hill was shocked by it.
Hey, yo, man, y'all getting out of pocket now, man. So I'm back home. I just landed in Grand Rapids last night, right? Tell me why could come up to me and ask me. He's like, oh, you're a UFC fighter. I know you. You're Sean Strickland. That's what we doing now? Sean Strickland?
Joe Rogan shared his list of the greatest UFC fighters of all time. Trump was on Rogan's podcast recently and asked him who he'd call the UFC GOATs. Here's Joe's list.
Who's the greatest UFC fighter? Are you allowed to say, in your opinion? It's tough for you to say because you do this, but who do you think is the greatest of the fighters?
There's a lot of arguments for who's the greatest of all time. You know, John Jones, most people would say is the greatest of all time, never lost. There's certainly a really good argument for that. There's another argument for Georges St. Pierre. I always leave in BJ Penn in his prime, Anderson Silva in his prime, Mighty Mouse. People forget about Mighty Mouse because, unfortunately, he's a smaller guy. He's 125 pounds, flyweight champion. He's one of the greatest expressions of mixed martial arts I've ever seen, I think, to this day.
Robert Whittaker opens up about his injury. During the fight with Hamzat, Whittaker ended up with a deep jaw injury that made some of his front teeth shift forward. Now, in a recent interview, Whittaker talked about it and said he actually got that injury when he was a kid, and it's been causing him issues ever since.
Mate, very disappointed. It is what it is. Came to fight, and mate, he was the better man on the day. I felt great. Everything was on point, and it just wasn't my night.
But how do you feel health-wise? How's your teeth?
I'm alright. Like, it wasn't the jaws, the teeth. The teeth got pushed in. I've always had the kind of like loose teeth, and they got looser. So, yeah, it is what it is. It's part of the. It's not always glamorous in this job, but you know, I get to go home. Congratulations to Jamahal. Tough guy. A lot of respect for me, so I have a lot of respect for him. But on to better things. I'm going to be better from this, and yeah.
At which moment did you actually broke your teeth? Can you remember? Was it him squeezing or was it before?
No, it was the face crank. Like his forearm just went straight on the bottom tooth. I didn't have a moment to turn the head or anything. It was just on. It was on. It is what it is.
Ilia Topuria made a bold claim against Islam Makhachev. After a big win against Max Holloway at UFC 308, Topuria said during the press conference that he will be the first fighter in the UFC to submit Islam.
In a hypothetical fight against Islam, how do you see that fight going? If it goes to the ground, do you feel confident that you could out-grapple him, or would you try to keep it standing?
My mindset is always the same. I'm always looking to achieve things that no one could. So someone could submit him. I will be the first one to submit him. And
any specific submission?
Now I heard some love from some idiots, but it's gonna happen.
Jiri Prochazka's got his camp rolling for the next fight. He just dropped a video on Twitter letting everyone know it's officially started. Sean O'Malley compared Ilia Topuria to Alex Pereira. After catching Ilia Topuria's fight against Max Holloway, Sean O'Malley was pretty impressed. O'Malley said Topuria is a dangerous guy the whole time and calling him a second version of Alex Pereira.
Oh! Ilia just hurt Max bad. This is not gonna, whole 3 minutes, 40 seconds in. Ilia lands a bomb. And Max is still stunned. He's playing it off good. Max, left hook. Holloway, Ilia finishes Max Holloway with a left hook in round 3. Holy Ilia is that guy. Wow. Who at 145 wants to fight Ilia right now?
You.
I'm a 25er. Or Ilia is just so dangerous the whole fight. He's like a Alex Pereira. Bro, you can't tell me Islam versus Ilia isn't a fight you'd want to see.
UFC fighters gave their take on whether Conor McGregor will return or not.
Conor McGregor's rumored to come back 2025. Do you think we'll see the same Conor McGregor return to the UFC?
No way.
I don't think so, no.
The same one? Never.
Every time he's in front of a camera, he's 100 miles an hour. I don't know if we'll see him again, to be honest.
Definitely not. I don't think he's going to come back.
I don't even think we'll see him, really, because he's been pulled in every single direction.
He's a fake fighter. He fakes all the time to come back. What he is.
Conor was on his prime, one of the best guys in the world, but now it's not his time. His time is gone.
Give $100 million to any fighter, you'll see a different one in the next fight.
I don't think so. He has so much money. I think the fire in the eyes he lost.
I believe we'll see him fight, and I still believe he's really good. I don't know if we'll ever see the same prime Conor.
You think if you had 100 mil, you could be the same in return?
You'd never see me again, bro.
Okay, no, that's honesty.
You'd never see me again.
The Twitter user believes that Dana White just dropped Nina Drama from the UFC. Recently, a user named Mr. Testoestrogen posted on social media claiming that Dana White fired Nina Drama from the UFC during the Contender Series. As evidence, the user shared this video.
Drama was let go by the UFC after UFC Abu Dhabi this weekend. Is that true?
Just a lot of things, dealing with her has been a nightmare the entire time she's been here. And I said the other day in the interview with Laura, there was a lot of controversy bringing her in the first place at that time. It's been a bad experience from day one.
Right after he posted, a community note popped up saying it's all just rumors. It turns out the evidence was an old AI edited clip of Dana White from 2019 talking about Chris Cyborg, making it unrelated. Now, Nina Drama herself reacted to this by saying, "Comment below the reason you guys think I got fired. Funniest answer gets $100 via PayPal." Seems like Dana White isn't interested in a rematch between Merab and Sean O'Malley. Merab has asked for a rematch against O'Malley several times, but during the recent UFC 308 press conference, Dana White said he wants Merab to fight Umar instead.
Umar said that Merab is docking him, but Merab said that he wants to rematch O'Malley either at the end of this year or at the beginning of next year. What's the situation?
Umar. That's what I think.
And after that, Merab at the Q&A before weigh-ins got asked about Umar, and he got really upset when someone said he's ducking Umar. Is that the plan to do that fight? Is that the next fight you want at bantamweight, Merab versus Umar?
Absolutely.
Okay.